It requires us to let go of our ego, to be willing to be vulnerable.
And I told ChatGPT to write me a sermon in the voice of a rabbi of about 1,000 words about the Torah portion on the theme of intimacy and vulnerability.
When we are able to be vulnerable with others, when we experience a sense of belonging and connection that is unparalleled, ourselves to be vulnerable in their presence. But what is vulnerability exactly? The words vulnerability is about being willing to be open and honest, even when we're
The goal was for them to figure out or try to understand or guess who wrote it.
relationships. And it's something that we must actively cultivate in order to experience true connection and closeness with those around us.
I thought it was kind of going to be like Google Search Engine Plus. But when I started to use it, I quickly realized that this was an enormous leap in the ability to generate content artificially that we had never really seen before. And I wanted to try it out and write a sermon with it. Let's say, okay, write a sermon of focus on the prohibition to the idea that we, and here's what we have. My dear congregants, today I want to talk about one of the 10 commandments, the prohibition against coveting. In Exodus 20:17, it states, rabbis are absolutely not obsolete. ChatGPT has a lot of limitations. Eventually, it's going to be able to learn my style and my specific style. And it might be able to mimic, more or less, my syntax and my metaphors that I tend to use. But giving a sermon and teaching a congregation is more about being in touch and being in relationship with them.
When we cultivate a grateful heart, we become content with what we have, and we are less likely to constantly want more.